Now, Israeli woman Michal Sela should have turned 33 years old last week. Instead, today, the man that was her husband before her death is on trial for her murder, today pleading not guilty in court. Michal was brutally murdered in her own home in the presence of her baby daughter in October 2019. Jerusalem prosecutors last November charging her husband Eliran Malul with aggravated murder. He's accused of stabbing Michal 11 times in her upper body. Michal's sister Lili Ben Ami has founded the Michal Sela Forum in her honour, this past week presenting an award to the winner of a hackathon launched to ensure that Michal's death would not be in vain. Among the big names like Google, Wix and Waze sponsoring the event was Facebook, who told us earlier why they wanted to get behind it.
As soon as Facebook heard about the Safe at Home Hackathon sponsored by the Michal Sela Forum, we jumped on board to help in whatever way that we could. We were inspired by Lili Ben Ami's passion and vision to use technology to find solutions to prevent domestic violence. At Facebook, we also believed that without support for the winning ideas, they would have little chance to become successful. And that is why we were honored to be able to contribute 33,000 shekel for the first prize in honor of what should have been Michal Sela's 33rd birthday. We hope that this will help the idea to become successful and to save lives.
And Lili Ben Ami joins me now with more. Lili, it's such a pleasure to have you with us. First of all, just talk me through the idea behind this hackathon.
My sister, Michal Sela, was murdered 7 months ago by her husband in front of her infant baby daughter. Since then, we didn't know nothing. She didn't know her life is in danger. And since then until today, I was looking for answers. How could she know? How could we stop this? And Israel is the startup nation. Israel knows how to stop a terrorist before he kills. In Israel, you have systems like Mobileye that alerts before there is an accident. So I said, why not to do it with domestic violence? And this is how I came up with the idea to establish Michal Sela Forum. It's an NGO. And the first project of Michal Sela Forum is the Hackathon, Michal Sela Hackathon, where we held it last week on Michal's birthday. She was supposed to be 33 on May 18th. And this is the day where we opened the hackathon. 1,800 engineers, software engineers, signed up to this hackathon. There was more than 130 ideas, technologic ideas that can save lives. We had Facebook with us, Microsoft, Mobileye, Intel, Amdocs, the Ministry of Interior Affairs, the Ministry of Healthcare. We have the president with us when we gave the prizes in his house, in the president's house, Ruby Rivlin. And I'm happy to tell you that today we have a few initiatives that the winners, engineers winners are working on them. And we are about to launch them and save life. It can happen.
It's such an important initiative, and so it's no surprise that there were such big names behind it. So tell us about the idea that won.
It's an app that it looks like a news app or recipes app where it listens, and if the woman says a code word, like, I don't know, please leave me, maybe help. And so the app can call by itself without touch to a security person that the women choose, or there is another word to call the police, and it can call help. It can record sound. It can take a picture of what happens and call for help. And it's all, it doesn't leave traces on your phone.
Wow, incredible. You can see why it won. And of course, not how you expected to mark your sister's birthday, no doubt, but an incredibly meaningful way to do it, no less. But first of all, I want to hear just about the news today, you know, her husband pleading not guilty in court, what your reaction is.
Today there was the trial of the murderer of my sister, the father of her baby. And it's hard for me to tell you, to share this with you, but every time a day like this is like opening a wound for my family. It's very hard for us to to know that until today he never gave a version. It's 7 months since she was brutally murdered. He killed her with a knife, and until today he is not willing to say what happened that night, what the baby saw. He was 17 hours with my sister's body, with the baby there, and until this moment we don't know what happened because he won't say nothing.
Heartbreaking really isn't the word, and of course, there really is no justice for that. But thank you so much for sharing that story and for the work that you're doing to try and make some sort of a difference to such a disgusting issue that plagues our planet. Lili, thank you.
If I can say something, first of all, this is my sister, Michal, this with the curls.
Beautiful.
No, sorry, this one. This is Michal. She was 32. Here's another picture of me and her in her wedding.
Wow.
And I want to say she didn't know her life is in danger. I want to call every woman that maybe is watching, if your husband is obsessive with jealousy, even there is no physical violence, but he looks in your phone, he asks you where do you go every minute of the day, so you might be in danger, and don't try to say goodbye by yourself. He's like an addict to you, to control you. And if you say goodbye, he might kill. It's like a junkie that you take his drugs. So you need to call for help, and with a professional, do the breakup step by step. So call 118 to the welfare service and you will get help. Don't do it by yourself, and tell people, tell a family member, tell your friend, don't be alone with this.
Well, Lili, it's comforting to know that there are people like you doing the work to make sure that women can be safe. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much.